radio and TV in Minnesota.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you very, very much. Okay, so where do I start? Okay, actually, I think, Bruce, I want to start with you.
Okay.
You, mean, schmucky
Hold
boss.
on 1 second.
Yes.
Fix his mic. Was just rubbing it.
Make it. I'm a mean schmucky boss.
The mean one.
Mr. Schmuck.
It's the fender.
Okay, was it hard to channel all of that meanness when you were looking at the script, or was that kind of close to
I
home?
don't even think he's that mean, really. Come on.
You have an extraordinary dinner of extraordinary talented people
Well, that's
that you...
just adolescent. It's not really mean. It's a bit stupid. Okay, it's a little... I have too much trouble channeling mean.
Have you ever done something like that to get a job?
Something like what?
Something of the schmucky
Something of questionable ethical...
exploitation, sort of kind of
questionable
feeling
ethics?
vibe. Yes.
Of course not. Probably, but I've done a lot of private work with a therapist to try and
Awesome. Therapy's always good.
kind of forget that stuff. So all that stuff is actually buried. And thanks so much for bringing it up here on radio.
I
really
try.
appreciate
Well, I figured you were on dinner for
Somebody
schmucks. It was a great way to let it all out.
that. Vomiting out these confessions. That are a bit horrifying.
That's what we were here for, actually, confessional. But to help me a little bit about you guys working together. I mean, obviously, ensemble, full cast of funny and very great actors. Were you all part of a joint decision to work together? Did it naturally come together? How did it?
Everybody called Ron.
Everyone called me,
Ron
said,
got the
who
idea.
did I want to have a movie? And
Yeah.
I said,
Really? You have that much power, I
Showed
see.
up.
Brain power.
In my own head. No, I think they, by the time I heard about it, it was, I think everybody was involved. And there was one part left, and I said, I want it. And then they said, well, maybe. And then 6 other people said no, and so then they said, okay, yeah, you can have it. So I was very, very excited. It's a great, it's a great group of people, and it really didn't disappoint once we got to the shooting. I mean, we just laughed for weeks at a time.
And Bruce?
Yeah.
As far as signing on? Actually, I will go over here to you, Larry. Because I told you, when I talked to you earlier, your one-liners and your just random humor throughout the entire movie that was like, ha ha, best dinner ever. Ha ha. Is that a natural gift or something that...
I usually talk like that. Best dinner ever.
You're taking my radio with
Yeah, it's the way that I speak all the time. I'm sorry. I'm doing it. It was fun. I mean, sometimes that's the way it's cut up, but we did some ad-libbing and had fun too. I don't know what else to say.
With the ha-ha. Okay, so as far as something that you gentlemen, who each have had a very long career in Hollywood, would tell an aspiring actress that's sitting in Minnesota right now. Here we are, Dinner for Schmucks. You've worked in this business for a very, very long time. What's something that you would want them to take away from the movie and from you as actors?
And they're in Minnesota right now?
I hope so right now.
I would say it's not as buggy out here. So don't have to worry too much about that.
Leave Minnesota now. Drop
Yeah.
everything. I don't care if you're eating. You may have hash your leave now. Just get out, go, get to LA or New York. There you go. That's fine.
After they see Dinner for Schmucks, though, right? So
Yes.
See that
make sure
first.
they see it
See
all
it
throughout
first.
Minnesota.
Or
and
as
then
long as
come.
you've paid to see it, you don't actually have to see it, but just leave as quickly as possible.
Pay
So
for
if
it and
they
leave.
bought
I
their
love
ticket,
it.
let's say they bought their ticket online. You can leave now, people. You can leave. In fact, I would suggest buying your ticket online in the airplane with the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Buy your ticket and be on your way. There you go.
And that's where we're going back to, ladies. What about for you, Ryan?
I would say figure out why it is that you think you want to do it, and then see if there's some way that you can start doing that now. If it's that you want to be a big deal, there's a lot easier ways to try to be a big deal. If it's for money, there's a lot easier ways to make money. If it's that you want to create something, I'd say, especially now with the way that YouTube and little cameras work, find some talented people around you and start creating stuff, and worry later about who's gonna discover it. But just start making things.
So tell me, as far as signing on to Dinner for Schmucks, when you looked at it going, okay, we're gonna play kind of these business villains.
Yeah.
Was that exciting? Was that a selling point, knowing that you aren't going to be the moral fabric of the.
Yeah, there's something freeing about not having to be likable. I mean,
Right.
it's kind of, it's like a utility fielder part. You basically have to, help the audience to root against the company so that they can root for Paul and Steve. You gotta make, you gotta make it feel like Paul's like in a little bit of, danger of losing his job, and then just try to,
I always thought from our
be
point of view
jerk.
too is to make it, but also make it legitimate. That we were just having fun. There wasn't, from my point of view as a character, there wasn't anything malicious. This is just what we do to have fun, And if they took it the wrong way, they're taking it too seriously,
Well, it's fun to play people that have more ego than sense.
I really like how you each took your own adaptation of it because maybe you're really not the villain, but you're having a good time.
Right.
But it's all in a business demeanor, and at the same time, it's not about being liked. It's a really, really great movie, gentlemen.
Thank you
so
much.
So much.
Very nice.
Absolutely.